Yeah, and let me just explain what's going on here as we speak. You talk about those 200 targeted attacks by the IDF overnight on Gaza. We've seen the fighter jets, or certainly heard the fighter jets in the air, and we continue to feel and hear the low-level rumble of what is likely those targeted attacks and the Iron Dome intercepting anything that's coming out of Gaza. I can't stand up the fact that there's been any rockets out of Gaza today, but the sound that we're hearing could either be these targeted attacks or oft times it is the interception of the Iron Dome. But let's assume that this is the targeted attacks. What the IDF is doing at present is trying to completely destroy Hamas's infrastructure. So it's attacking, as they say, these military targets. It is also, as you rightly point out, trying to ensure that that border around Gaza is absolutely secure. And they describe it as mostly done, mostly completed. And that's important because what the IDF and the defense minister here has announced is this total siege of Gaza. That can't be completed to the Israelis' minds unless that border wall, which was breached on Saturday morning, is also secure. And those communities around Gaza, the Israeli communities, of course, secured and protected. Most of those have been evacuated now. So that's the story as things stand at the moment, as far as the Israeli side of the border is concerned. We now know, of course, that there is this total siege: electricity, fuel, food. So we really now have to wait to see how happens in the hours ahead as to how the Israelis expect to affect the next stage of this. Border effectively controlled, targeted attacks. The effort is to destroy the Hamas infrastructure. We now know, of course, that a ground incursion is not off the table, and there are tens of thousands of IDF troops who are amassed on the southern border. And as you rightly point out, 10,000 troops on the northern border with Lebanon now to try and assuage any infiltration by any group, either Hezbollah or a group associated with Hamas. And there are a number of groups in Lebanon, any group that might try and breach the border to the north.